Welcome back to my Dyson Sphere Program Let's Play. In the last video, we had just started sending solar sails out to the belt here. Started building our own little solar sail belt. It's not that many, so it doesn't look great yet. However, these things can only shoot when they have proper angles set up. So in this this video, I'm just gonna continue setting these up to all these other ones, because sometimes it's because of the planet's rotation. Like the guns on this side can't, you know, see the thing properly, see the angle of the ring properly. I'm guessing though it's more because of a like what I was saying before, where this planet's kind of rotating around the gas giant. So that's fine. We're gonna keep going here and get it all powered up, and then I can make sure that it is good to go and ready to keep launching solar sails. These things, I think I talked about it before, but they also work in the same way like solar panels. They're only going to be getting power as soon as, or as long as, they have vision to the sails themselves. So like these things are all going to start going down in power, I believe. I think that's how that works. I believe that as soon as we go behind this gas giant, we're not going to really be able to get much power from these guys, and then once we come back around from it, it'll start back up again. So not to worry. This one didn't get set. You have to like select the recipe, or like paste the recipe, but it's not a recipe, it's a trajectory for these guys. But it's like the assembling machines, like you have to tell it what to do, or smelters. It won't just shoot. You gotta be like, this gun is dedicated to this specific orbit, and you make the orbits. So like that one I made was orbit number 2, so all these are set to orbit number 2. Thing that sucks about these is they are temporary, but we did get the science that makes them last faster. We got a couple of these upgrades done. These ones solar sail life, so at least they last until 6,600 seconds. I think we looked that up last time, and it's something like 2 hours or 2.5 hours, something like that. So they last quite some time, and we've made a ton of them. This whole belt. I don't have like a buffer chest of these anywhere, but it's all right. I'm gonna have to fill this in with landfill to get these things powered up, because we still don't have the satellite power poles, the better power poles. I think any of these guys are launching right now, which kind of stinks, but that is okay. I think we're just out of orbit. Pretty soon they're going to be back in orbit to where they can start shooting them. Okay, so these are all set up. Oh, missed one. There is, like, I remember before, there's a reason to kind of do this, and I might look into doing it in the future, we'll see. But putting like a planetary logistics tower right here at the pole, I'd have to of course put landfill down. But what I used to do is I would put a tower right here that would request the solar sails in, and then distribute them. And I would have one of those here at this one pole of the planet. See, they're all kind of turning on as soon as this thing is able to, as soon as it sees the trajectory or the angle where it can shoot, as long as it gets like vision on where it's supposed to shoot. And see, they kind of move on their own. They're looking. As the planet turns, they start to move, and then they're like, oh, I can see my trajectory now. I'm gonna start shooting at it. So I think this one is going this way, and I don't know. It's kind of weird, but they're not going to all be working always at the same time. So it's so crazy looking at this, actually. Now that I'm like focusing on the thing, I can see the planet spinning. It's so wild. But yeah, so basically they're going to turn on as soon as, and see, these ones didn't even get the pasted thing. They're not always all going to be on all at the same time, but we're at least getting something going. So I used to put one of those towers here at the pole and then one of the towers over at this pole and do a whole nother thing of that going, shooting those off, just because then there's like some at either side of the planet. But for now, this works. We're getting some solar sails. We got 16 megawatts of power coming off of these things, so it's not much, but it'll steadily go up. And yeah, so these things, they ebb and flow. Like I said, they have to, I think they have to be kind of able to see the ring out here in order to be able to transmit and receive power. So they're going to kind of ebb and flow as we orbit around this other gas giant right here, this planet. But it'll get better. And so that is power taken care of. I am going to pause here and pivot because I want to go to another planet here and kind of see what's going on. I have like these solar sails in my pocket. I don't want to toss them because they're valuable, but they're taking up space in my inventory. I want to go to this planet and see what's going on here. So we're going to go ahead and fly to this other planet and see if we can't fix it up. So yeah, let's take off. And now we can kind of see the rings start to get built. It looks so cool. Oh, I love this game so much. This planet is right here. So we're actually going way out of the way to get there. But yeah, as you start to build up the Dyson Sphere, everything is like rendered one by one. So I can still see those things going. They get out there, they get launched. And actually, let me fly over here so I can show off what it actually looks like up close. Because you can even get up close and personal with these. Oh, I'm going too close to the... Too up close and personal, not where I want to go. I don't remember how to slow down. As you can see, each one of these sails is being placed. It's being rendered like in real time. Each one, it just blows my mind. And then they're starting to create a kind of a ring around the sun, taking in power and beaming it back to our planet here. I'm sure I'll do a lot more fly arounds like this. Marvelous. But yeah, now we're launching those. We'll be getting more power steadily. I need to see what happened here. We have not had an issue here in a while. I'm out of power, so let me go charge. These things aren't generating that much fuel. Oh, they are, but like they can't refuel me fast enough. Part of that is going to be an upgrade in fuel. Where's it at? 1,000 solar cells already launched. So mecha fuel power. So this is going to be like how fast, I think. Yeah, recovery speed. So there's upgrades for that. But then also, once we get the next tier of these things, deuterium fuel rods, we'll start getting, it'll fuel chamber generation 200%. These ones generate 300%. So they also will make you recharge faster. And so as I get a larger and larger, inventory or energy capacity rather, the longer it's going to take to recharge. Go take a look now at these buildings over here that need to get rebuilt. a base that spawned right here, so I'm gonna have to do one of these. I'm kind of struggling here to get this built. Come on. Come on. Didn't connect. There we go. Come on, connect. Connect, dang you. We still haven't automated geothermal power plants, so that's unfortunate. We don't have enough to fill that in, so that's also unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and clear. Ugh. I need to get that made. I will make that as soon as I go back. I'll make that this episode, these geothermal plants, so that we can use these here, because we are making these. They're on the network now. We're also making these over there. So I will do that, I swear. I need to rebuild this one too. Oh, these are keeping this locked down, so that's good. Actually, maybe it's better to not put a thing on it, because then they're just gonna try to rebuild this one while this thing's up there. No. These will just destroy anything they build. Okay. Whatever. This is good. We got this all set up. This is still shipping out that stuff. There's a lot more we could do on this planet, but I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the first planet. There's a lot more ores and stuff we could get, but right now I'm like, meh, we don't have to. I'm trying to decide exactly what's going to be next. I'm going to automate the geothermal power plants, so we have some of those to go in place on top of bases we destroy. But I don't know. I'm trying to think what else is next to do other than like making the next science, right? I was struggling with power. We're launching solar sails. Now we got a whole ring. Wow, that's crazy. That happened quick. We already got like almost a whole ring. And it's like a crescent ring. Like it kind of goes like, and it just is like two little tails touching. Oh, it looks so cool. I love this game. We'll see how power's doing. And then I guess dependent on that, maybe we go put some more ray receivers on the other side of the planet. I don't know. And if not, we can just start working on the next science, I suppose. We're back. All right. Let's recharge. Yeah, these guys have like an issue getting the angle for this, which it might also be. I've kind of wondered, it might be like the angle at which like it starts at that's throwing it off. I don't know. I feel like these aren't all working actively all at once. So maybe it would help to do like a wider ring, like do a ring of them out here instead of right at the pole. It would take longer to set up, but then they would have more reach because they'd be farther down. They'd be looking at it more often. I don't know. We'll see. I think for now, it's fine. Power jumped up. We're good. We can probably start working on either... Oh yeah, I said I was going to make geothermal plants. So let me... We got some of these. We got some of these. This is great. We have so many freaking logistic things. Now we can make all sorts of setups. And we got tons of these. So we're going to go ahead and just plop one of these buildings down that's going to build these geothermal plants, because we could just request all the stuff. Pretty sure all of this stuff is on the network, so I'm just going to go right here. Foundation required because it's water, of course. We're going to place another one of these guys down. And this is a whole tower of its own dedicated to one machine, but we're at that point now power-wise where I think we can do it. So we need steel, copper, photon combiners, super magnetic rings. Steel, I'll just do like 500 of each of these. Copper, photon combiners, and super magnetic rings, and then switch these all to receive so that it's pulling these in. And I think I have to shift this tower to be providing, right? Yeah, I don't think I have a tower that's making these yet. Right? I don't. Provider. So that this is like they're being made and put into that tower. I don't know why I had it set to receive instead of provide, but that's fine. All right. So let's do it like right here. This is going to make geothermal plants. And then put them in here. And we'll limit it to like 2 stacks. We don't want to go too crazy on the resources, but didn't select the item for that. There we go. For this one, those, and then this one, the rings. There we go. Now we are making geothermal power plants. And now we can just get a new one of those and plop it down on top of the giant thingies anytime they pop up now. So, yippee, that's great. Freaking awesome. We can now either work on purple science, which I kind of want to do. We got to research purple science, actually. We don't even have it unlocked. I remember. We were looking at that over here. We could also work on deuterium, which, if you remember, deuterium fractionation. So we don't have fractionators yet. We'd have to make some of those. But pretty easy. All those things are on the network, I believe, except stone and glass. I don't know if stone and glass are on the network, but I know the chips are, the processors, and I know steel is. Steel is being provided passively. Chips. How's our processors doing? We haven't really started using too many of these, so we got a lot of them. So we could start doing some deuterium fractionation. Deuterium fractionation? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Fractionation. I guess that's the right way to say it. To start getting deuterium, because look at all this extra hydrogen we have. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Then we can get some of these deuterium fuel rods. And I can show my crazy setup for what I like to do for fractionation. I don't know though. It takes a lot of space, and I'm trying to think. So I'm trying to think about it for deuterium fuel rods. Like, is it even worth it to do fractionation at this point? Because there's something you get once you unlock these orbital collectors. They're almost like the last things that we just had, the interstellar ones. But these orbital collectors, you place these on gas giants, which we have right here, and they collect See over there on the right, it says collectible hydrogen and deuterium. So you pull just straight hydrogen off of those guys. You put it into an interstellar thing, and then you put these ships, the interstellar vessels, and they'll go grab those things from that, and it just passively collects from the gas giant. So I'm like, do I even do fractionation at this point? Like, have I waited so long that it's not even worth? I don't know. I'm gonna look at purple science next. Purple science. The last thing we need is these particle controls. And before we can get particle controls, we need high strength material. High strength material is gonna be carbon nanotubes, which is made from these things, and titanium. So I'm thinking right now, well, first thing I'm thinking is we need to make these guys. Why is my... What's happening? That was weird. We need to make these guys somewhere, because we're gonna want to have these going automatically. I've been handcrafting them like we did for the other ones. So first, where am I? I'm turned around. There we go. Okay, we need, and we're always going to need more of these guys, electromagnetic turbines. That's just always going to be a thing. Silicon is getting used pretty heavily. Everything's going to be used pretty heavily soon. Like, we're just going to be cooking through it. That's just the nature of it. Which is why also it's good to try and keep upgrading your logistics vessels. Which we need purple science to do, the next upgrade. But that'll upgrade the capacity, the speed at which they fly, so it takes them less time to fly from planet to planet. These guys right here. But let's see, if I want to get these made, I need thrusters and also electromagnetic turbines. Not fun to make. I hate making these things. Oh man, I need to get some other stuff automated. I think like these guys need to be automated. Assembling machine Mark IIs. Same with these belts. These are good for now, but these are not automated, so... Well, I mean, like these are running out the iron and stuff. These things aren't automated. So I'm going to do that right now. We're going to automate tier 2 assembling machines because we need more of those. So... Carbon nanotubes, nice. Okay, we unlocked carbon nanotubes. Particle control. We're just gonna unlock the things we need for purple science, even though we're kind of not quite there yet. Okay, we want to automate these things because we're kind of running low on assembling machines, right? Okay, this is going to be making assembling machine Mark IIs. It's going to take in assembling machine Mark Is. It's going to put the chest here. And I'm going to limit it to 2 rows because we're going to start using lots and lots and lots of these, right? Lots of them. Okay, now we need processors and graphene, which we have both of those in the network, so we're going to start abusing towers more since we got power to a decent enough place that I feel alright putting down a few more towers for some important things. So then what's the other thing? Processors. Okay, go. And I know at some point I will need to like really redo this whole thing, and I could have it way more automated, because even this, like now this is auto crafting assembling machine Mark IIs and stocking them up in a chest. It still requires me to come over and grab them out of the chest, right? There's these things, and I brought it up multiple times. I will redo this at some point. Logistics distributors, where I can, you know, it's like logistics spots in Factorio, where you just walk by the chest and they'll grab it. Your things will fly out and pick up as many as you want, so you have a full inventory. I will do it. I swear. I will get around to it at some point. But we're just kind of doing small moves right now. Small moves here and there to keep it going. So I think I just had an idea here. I think we're gonna do this because I want, like, these aren't launching consistently. They're not, and this is a problem because I want a ton of solar sails. There's not enough. 44 megawatts is a good amount. Maybe it's okay. I'm trying to think. Like, I was thinking about putting these into a tower so that I could later redo this and have a tower bringing them here and distributing them. Maybe move this ring farther down so it shoots more often. But maybe, okay, so if I'm launching thousands of them, right? And I run out of the stuff, that means I'm gonna have to make more of all these things, which I will eventually have to anyways. It would give me the chance to pull them later to distribute them, and also come up here and pull them into a tower and distribute them to some guns. I'm just trying to think. I'm like, do I do that? I don't know. Maybe I just do it and I don't have to make it a thing right away, but it leaves the option there. So if I want to later, I can. So difficult to decide, but what exactly I'm gonna do. But so they're gonna run through there. They're gonna come out when they need to, but they're gonna overstock in here up to 5,000. And then if I really need to pull them for the network, I can go ahead and do that, because it's seeming like these things aren't going 24/7, which I'm like, maybe that's a good thing. It kind of throttles our production demand for now. I don't know. It's so hard to decide. But anyways, we've gotten some progress going. Power's doing okay. We will need more. You always need more. It's like a never-ending battle. We've unlocked the stuff we need for purple science. So now let's just queue up the purple science research. And for purple science, we're gonna need those cord things we just unlocked and 2 processors. So that is gonna be an undertaking, because I've said before, I'm like, oh, you know, we got a lot of processors, but this 5,000 will very quickly disappear into none when we start using them. They've just piled up, right? They've just stocked up. Once you start using 2 of them to make 1 purple science, and then you research, you know, all the things that take purple science. Look at these upgrades here. 1,000 purple science. That's 2,000 processors. That's 1,000 processors. That's 2,400 processors. So it's like we're gonna burn through them quick, which means we're gonna need a lot more later once we start doing that. So it's kind of like but also it'll be really nice to have these upgrades for some of these things once we get purple science. Like, I really want this one. More energy for our bot is awesome, of course. This, once we get that, we can get Mecha Warp, which is amazing. I can't wait to show that off. We can also get this, and we can start looking at the ore reserves of planetary systems within 6 light years. So we can start to zoom out here and see what's in these solar systems, because as of right now, we don't know. And if we want to fly there, it's going to take 3 hours, but with Mecha Warp, it'll take a fraction of that. And we can start expanding, not just in this solar system, but expanding out to these other solar systems and set up delivery and production chains, demand chains, bring stuff in and start processing it here. And there's some really good rare resources that are only found outside of your initial solar system. So plenty of things we can do. We're gonna have to make more of these guys here. We're gonna have to redo this this electro turbine setup because we're gonna need more and more and more of those. Same with the chips. We're gonna need to redo this chip setup. We're gonna need more of those, and then eventually we can redo the production. And so I'm just gonna try to do that slowly so I don't overwhelm myself, overwhelm the power network. That's why I kind of focused on this for now, and I might continue this even farther just so we have like even more of a leeway of power going forward. But yeah, we're steady increasing. There's lots of things that we can do. So anyways, I've been rambling, but I was kind of just throwing it out there what the plan for the next couple of videos is going to be. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.